Call of Duty. Vanguard confirms disappointing report as true. Activision and Sledgehammer Games have confirmed a disappointing report about Call of Duty. Vanguard. When the new Call of Duty game releases next week via the PC, PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series S and X, it will do so without ranked play, which reports leaked earlier this week. That said, while ranked play will be missing at launch, it's in the works, but players will need to wait until 2022 to experience it. The news comes the way of the official Call of Duty Twitter account, which notes that Sledgehammer Games, with the help of Treyarch, is looking forward to bringing a new level of ranked play support to Vanguard. What a new level means, we don't know. It makes it sound it won't be a standard implementation, but it's also possible this is just marketing speak. Meanwhile, it's unclear when in 2022 ranked play will release. 2022 is obviously a very vague window of time. And unfortunately, there's also no word when we will hear more about it. The official Call of Duty Twitter account notes, more details will be shared at a later date. Obviously, this is just as vague as its release date. Some have speculated that Treyarch's inclusion suggests ranked play is also finally coming to Call of Duty Warzone, but this speculation ignores the fact that Raven Software now handles the development of Call of Duty Warzone. El Chapulín Colorado comes to Fortnite. Official announcement. Epic Games has officially announced the arrival of the skin El Chapulín Colorado of Fortnite, several hours after the content creators of this video game announced its arrival through teasers. El Chapulín Colorado is a Mexican television character, played by Roberto Gómez Bolaños, better known as Spirit, and it will finally come as a skin of Fortnite Battle Royale. Just below we tell you everything we know about this collaboration of the Season 8 of the Battle Pass from Fortnite Chapter 2. Fortnite, El Chapulín Colorado will arrive as a skin. All we know. At around 2:30 p.m. Central Europe summertime on Friday, October 29, 2021, several Spanish-speaking Fortnite content creators launched teasers in their social networks that point to El Chapulín Colorado. The character of the homonymous Mexican comedy will arrive as a skin to the Epic Games video game. Here we leave you a compilation of several of the teasers, with El Chapulín Colorado's absurd word games mixed with mentions of the word cubo, or cubico, which is the name of Season 8 of Fortnite Chapter 2. El Chapulín Colorado was a Mexican television series, parody of superhero shows, created by Roberto Gómez Bolaños, better known by his stage name Spirit, for Televisa. It was broadcast in Mexico for the first time on November 26, 1970 as a segment of the program The Super Geniuses of the Square Table. Between 1973 and 1979 it went on to have its own show, as did its sister production El Chavo del Ocho. It then continued as a segment of the Chespirito series until 1993. Resident Evil Village to receive a free DLC. On today's IGN The Fix Games, news of the free DLC for Resident Evil Village was published in the company's recent annual integrated report. As part of the lengthy document, which looks back on the studio's year as a whole and also outlines its plans for the future, Capcom's director and executive officer, Yoichi Yagawa, spoke briefly about the company's development strategy and how plans for Resident Evil Village would factor into that. Skydance announced the collaboration with Marvel Entertainment today, though it's not ready to reveal further details about which Marvel characters might be involved in their endeavor. All we know is that it is being marketed as a narrative-driven, blockbuster action-adventure game, and a completely original story and take on the Marvel Universe. And it's all presented by Riders Republic. Mario Party Superstars first update. Mario Party Superstars is out today on Nintendo Switch, Nintendo Switch Lite, and Nintendo Switch OLED alongside the game's first post-launch update. According to the patch notes of the update, Nintendo hasn't done much to the game with its first patch. In fact, the update is limited to 2 lines of patch notes, both of which fix an issue with the game. At the moment of publishing, it's unclear how big the file size of the update is, which means it's unclear how long it will take to download. Given the patch notes are so short, you'd assume the file size will be minuscule, but for now, this is just an assumption. Meanwhile, there's no word when the game's next update will be out. A Quiet Place video game announced. Saber Interactive and Illogica, along with EP1T0ME, have announced the development of a Quiet Place video game. It will be a single-player horror game set in the same universe as the movies. With a new original story, Players will get to experience this franchise like never before. It sounds terrifying and exactly like the kind of game I would be terrible at, since stealth has never been my strong suit, especially when there is something scary coming after me." Todd Hollinshead, head of publishing at Saber Interactive, says, "The amazing success of the A Quiet Place movies makes it clear audiences are hungry for more adventures in this universe, and Illogica is creating their own truly engaging experience that lives up to the name of this beloved property. We are proud to say that A Quiet Place is the first game we will be releasing by an external studio from the growing Saber publishing label." Fortnite and Naruto collab. "From Deadpool to Star Wars, we've had plenty of Fortnite mashups to enjoy. Now it's Naruto's turn to leave a mark on the Battle Royale island." Having been leaked since early 2021, the upcoming crossover between Fortnite and popular Japanese manga-turned-anime Naruto is undoubtedly one of the most highly anticipated collaborations yet. The titular character has become somewhat of a cultural icon over the last couple of years especially, and it will be interesting to see what Epic does with the IP. We've been hearing different stories for the last few seasons, but it seems that the wait is almost over. In a recent tweet, dataminer Hypex stated, "Since a lot of people keep asking me, Fortnite x Naruto is happening next month, I promise you. So while the exact date is still unknown, we can confidently expect it to be at some point in November." New Call of Duty game announced. Activision has announced that it is currently in the process of developing an all-new entry in the Call of Duty franchise. Specifically, this title is one that is going to be developed by Studio Digital Legends, which is a company that Activision revealed this week that it had now formally acquired. Rather than this new title being part of the annualized Call of Duty series that comes to consoles and PC, though, Digital Legends is instead helming a new game that will come to mobile platforms. Detailed in a recent press release, Activision talked more about its acquisition of Digital Legends and what it expects from the company in the future. "This is an incredible team of development pros at Digital Legends, and we couldn't be more excited to welcome them to the Activision team," said Activision's president Rob Kostich of the move. "This is a great step forward as we continue to build additional world-class development resources focused on creating exciting and innovative content for our players." PUBG New State technical test, APK file size, and other details revealed. The release date for PUBG New State is rapidly approaching, and further details about the game have come forward. The game's final technical test is already underway, which will only heighten the level of excitement. This ensures that the final build is technically stable enough before it is made available to the general public. All players who took part in the game's second alpha test will be able to take part in the technical test before it's released. The technical test client is only available to users who have previously participated in the second alpha test, as previously stated. From October 29 to October 30, the client will be available. During this time, select users can download the game from the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. On the Google Play Store, PUBG New State technical test is 1.26 GB in size, and users will need to download the maps and a few other extra resources as well. It is therefore expected that the game size will remain within the same range upon its final release, which is set to take place on the 11th of November. According to the official PUBG Mobile New State website, the minimum requirements for the technical test are Android devices running Android 6 and higher and a minimum of 2 GB of RAM. While iOS devices require it to be iPhone 6s or higher and not running a version lower than iOS 13.0.